Hello everybody, Yasiswithya, and welcome back to another video on the TwinPlayz channel, or welcome if you're new to my channel. I'm happy to have you here. In this video, we're gonna be talking about making lucky blocks for your steel Brainrot kit. Now, this kit has been part of the series I've been doing for a bit now, so if you haven't been watching the series, feel free to go watch the other episodes and just grab the kit and everything. It's very simple. Everything's in the description, so whether it's the Discord or the models and the links, which I will talk about, of course. But yeah, so if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button. It means so much for you guys. We just hit 200,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I can't believe it. We've just blown up recently, which is awesome. I'm just so happy we hit the 100,000 mark, and now we're at 200,000, which is just so cool. But I have a lot of cool videos coming, so stay tuned. Okay, so I don't want to yap anymore, but yeah, so you're just going to go to the description, of course. And like I said, all the links are down there, all the Discord links, all the models. I recommend joining the Discord if you are not, even if you're on mobile and you have Discord, join it if you can. We have a lot of people in there and we talk daily. But yeah, so in the Discord, I actually as well post the kit. So like right now, I just uploaded the last one. If you were early and, don't like, of course, I probably won't be posting this for a bit. So you're probably getting early access to it. As well as the kit right here. So this is it. You can feel free to grab this and download it. Now, so I've been hearing a lot of people want me to slow down a little bit when I do my tutorials and also just explain a little better. So I'm going to try my best to do that. But I decided that, people also have been asking me is, they want to do specifically just Steel Brainrot. Like they want it to all be already customized for a Steel Brainrot game. I mean, copyright wise, not the best thing to do, but it's okay. But I have the kit for you. I already made it. So there's the mythic lucky block, there's the steel Brainrot god, and then there's the secret one. Okay, now like I said, you need to have the last few videos. What I mean by the last few videos, you should have the V3 kit, which talks about like traits and mutations. Having an admin panel is nice as well. Having these shops is good too. Just having everything that I've been talking about in my last videos, because it just makes your game really well. Now, I will tell you, I am redoing my entire game. So the kit, in general, just because I want to make it better for you guys. But yeah, when it comes to this in general, another thing too is I know a lot of people have been wanting, like I said, same thing for just Steel Brainrot. So I did update a few things in my own game where like, there's gold, there's nighttime event, there's rainbow and default. But I know there is there's other events like taco and all that kind of stuff. Those are traits and stuff, and events, of course. But yeah, for now, we're going over the main things, which in all of the rarities are made. So Steel Brainrot has, I think, let's see, there's 7 rarities. There's the common, there's the rare, and then it goes epic, I think, and then legendary or mythic, and then Brainrot God, and then secret. And I think there's OG as well. But yeah, so with these rarities, I just made them all to my correct set thing, okay? But we're going to talk about this. So you uploaded it, and this is what I made. I have the lucky blocks for you already pre-made, the secret, the Brainrot God, and the mythic. So these are just effects, by the way. I actually uploaded the effects in a toolkit. I'll leave that in the description as well. I have them right here. If you just don't want to, if you want to grab them. So like there's all these effects you can add to your characters and like player, which is like, it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty nice. But yeah, so, okay, going into this. So I'll just bring these over here for now. There is no animations. There's nothing like that. But how this works is we just have the Brainrots themselves. So guys, like I said, your thing should be kind of set up like this. But for now, let's just ungroup it. Let's just put it where it needs to be so I can get on that part. So if you're on mobile, I know a lot of people are asking this question. You can right-click and look at these commands right here. Control-U is to ungroup. But if you're on mobile, maybe double-tap. I don't know how it works. But ServerStorage. So these are going to go in the ServerStorage in your things. So this is like the rarity folder. So you should have... So I'm going to show you how mine looks, okay? Just pay attention. So we have things right here. We have default. I have like the gold event. So remember, all of these are like the same exact thing. They all have the same amount of Brainrots and everything inside of them. It's just these are for the events. Now, I'm going to fix that in the new kit because I just don't understand that. I think it's because if you want to as well, like you can put a custom Brainrot in it technically. Because if there's like a rainbow one, you want like a rainbow one or whatever. So that's kind of how that works. But yeah, so in here, let's just say this. So I have a Brainrot God, I have the mythic and secret. So you need to have those 3 folders, okay? So you should have those in your default. So if you do what I do is just drag these into your things folders, but I already have mine in the default one, you should be good. Now you can also put that and copy and paste in the gold. But in your mythic, secret, and whatever, you also want to put your like models. So like I have a cat, for example, that is a Brainrot god. I have a mythic, which is a meower. I have a lit cat. That's my secret one. So like if I bring this out to workspace, it's a black cat. That's my secret cat. So remember, guys, with the tutorials, each one has a specific character. Now I'm putting it in here because we actually are going to make it part of the things module that we have. So going into this again, so I'm going to close these out. Now, like, pretty much that's it. You just need to make sure you add it to all the rest of them, too. Super simple to do. You can, another tip of advice if you want, just, like, delete everything out of, like, all these folders. Like, you don't have to have anything, and then you could just copy and paste this and put them in the gold, okay? But this is for the events. So if you don't have these events, you need to make sure you do that. So go watch other videos. But, okay, so we're done with that part, right? So I'm going to keep these out here, though, because I'll talk about customizing them. Okay, replicated storage under modules. So you're going to move this module script into replicated storage under modules. So it should be right here. Now, mine looks like this. If yours doesn't look like this, you're going to need to make sure it does. You should have the easy visuals module. This was the last video we talked about mutations and stuff, so go watch that video because, mutations and, like, rarities with colors and stuff, because it is required for these. Okay, we'll talk about this in a sec here. And then going into modules folder and server storage, this is a big script. So this goes into modules and server storage. So under here. So replace your old insert script and your old thing script. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that as well. I know a lot of people might have had some questions because this was the last video we actually talked about doing the mutations visuals. So I actually made it a bit better. So you guys can actually just delete your old version and I'll explain how you do it with this new version because it's super simple actually. Okay. So you're good with that. Okay, so going off of that, and then we have configuration under modules. Ungrouping configuration under modules. Where did I put that? Oh, yeah, I didn't say specifically where. Yeah, it's not server storage. It's replicated storage. So under modules, you should replace your old things and rarities. But you don't have to replace them. So what I mean by this is with mine, I did all of the rarities. So if you want to just have them pre-made, like how I have them, common, rare, epic, legendary, mythic, Brainrot, god, secret. They're all in order. This is how you do it. Remember, these all have to equal up to 100 in value. So, like, secret, you have a 1% chance of getting a secret. But yeah, and I pre-made them. So these are the pre-made ones if you want to. You don't have to, like I said. Just make sure for the start of this video, you have mythic, Brainrot, god, and secret, because that is part of the lucky blocks. Okay. Then the things, same thing here. So also the rate, if you want to slow down the rate of the things to spawn, just put that to 2. That's what I did. There's speed and steal speed, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so these are my things, so you don't need these technically. But with the lucky blocks down here, this is what I added. So make sure you guys just copy all this, and you could go back and put it in your things module that you have if you want. It's super simple. It's just copy and paste. That's all you need to do. But remember, like I said, you need these rarities because we have secret, Brainrot, god, mythic, blah, blah, blah. Now, keep the price 1. You can make it. Oh, sorry. No. Keep the price whatever you want to make it. So you can make it as much as money as you want to cost. Money per second, though, keep it 0. So that's one thing I started to say. Make sure that's 0 because you don't want to making money from lucky blocks. That's not how that works. Okay. So that's it. That is it. That's all you have to do to separate them. And you should be good. But when it comes to customizing them, it's up to you guys, like I said. So the names are very, very important because if you can see with our, I guess I'll go back to this. If you can see with this, we are basically making these like this is a thing. This is a character. So we're putting this inside of the things folder, the character folder, and we're making it spawn. So if you do make a new like lucky block, it'd be something like this. Okay, you'd go here, you'd put a comment, and you'd say, okay, let's just say like OG lucky block, right? And the rarity would be something like OG, maybe, if you have that rarity, which I probably should have done. But yeah, OG lucky block. Okay, but make sure, you know, there's no OG folder. There's no OG in the, you know, in here. So we got to go back to our server storage. You'd put it in this thing right here. So it'd be a OG rarity. So yeah, so it's OG whatever. But the name here, too, you have to make sure. So it matches the other one. So it's going to be, you know, OG lucky block. Then I'm going to explain the script soon here, but yeah, just going back to customization to make it simpler for you guys. So like if you want to customize, it's actually, these ones are pretty nice because you can just change the colors. So like I could change it to whatever I want to. Like I don't know if I want to go green, let's say, and then this is this. And then surface appearance, you can take these off if you want to like leave them. So like the rainbow, you want to take off the rainbow, feel free to do that. And then like I could put this as like, I don't know, like a dark green, so like there's just like anything you can really do or want to do. It's up to you guys. But yeah, you kind of get the point. And then yeah, so I actually added all the like little aura stuff. So like if I want to go here and like make it like green, perfect. We got like a green lucky block now. So it's pretty simple. There's no animations though, I will tell you that. Now, when it comes to animations though, so it's a little bit difficult because you do have to rig these. Now these aren't rigged. They aren't rigged to the point where you could just like animate them. So if you want to animate them, go watch some tutorials on rigging things. It's a little harder than it should be, but you will be able to figure it out. I won't be doing this tutorial, unfortunately, but I know a lot of people are wanting me to do stuff like that, so I will in future tutorials, just not for this one. Okay, but you kind of get the point. So you made the new one, OG Lucky Block, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to delete this because we already ungrouped everything technically, so your game should look like mine, at least with the Lucky Blocks and stuff, and you should have everything just made. So we're going to talk about the main two scripts because there is a few things three scripts, because there is a few things you have to change. So in replicated storage in the modules under Lucky Blocks, this is what spawns what kind of, chances you get. So, like I said, we just added a new one that was OG. So I'd be like going something like this, right? But I'd be calling it OG Lucky Block. The rarity is right here. So OG, if you guys can tell, secret, Brainrot God, mythic, rarities, blah, blah, blah. And then in here is, yeah, like I said, adding up to 100% chance. We have these. Now, these are my own things. So if you were to do yours like thing or like, thing 2 or whatever, blah, 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 you would just do that. And then if you wanted to add another kind of like thing that's in here, you would go here and go thing 3. But you just have to make sure, like I said, it all adds up to 100. So like, I don't know, just go like that. And you could just keep on going down the list. But what this does is it goes through all your folders or all your things, basically, and it finds that one with the exact same name. So me, technically, I only have this one. I don't have these other ones. So it wouldn't have the chance of getting those. But yeah, so it would go through, look for it, and it'd go through a little roll or whatever and check. And if it finds one of them, it's going to choose one of those. But yeah, so that's pretty much how that works with that. So if you do have a custom one, you feel free to do that. But yeah, so feel free to just mess around with these, change the names of these. You will need to do that because you guys don't have mine, basically, so you will need to do that. But I'm going to show you exactly how that works. But yeah, we're just doing create box, rarity, and things, so we're good there. Okay, now when it comes to the two scripts, so if you want to change the time, you have to change them in both. And you do, like I said, if you're going to add another lucky block, you're going to go here and go like OG lucky block, okay? And then equals 60, blah, blah, blah. And then same thing over here. So copy and paste it. These are the two scripts, by the way, that we just imported into ServerStorage. Where is it? Modules? Yeah, right here. These two. So these are the two big scripts. And same thing again. Now, time-wise, this is just a minute. So for testing, I'm going to be doing this. But I recommend doing something like 2 times that for each of them, or like 5 times that. So that's just making it like, minute, 2 minutes, blah, 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 3 minutes, going forth and forward with that. So yeah, feel free to mess around with that, the times and stuff. You can, like I said, you just add a simple 2 times like that. And there you go. That's just making it go forward more. Or you can literally just type out like 1,000. So it's 10,000 or whatever. That's up to you, but you don't need to do that. Okay. So box timers. Yeah. So in the insert script, like I was talking about, I kind of made it a little different. We have mutation visuals and rarity visuals. So with this, very simple explanation for you guys is based on your rarities, based on your mutations. So I have gold and rainbow. Basically what it's doing is it's going through gold and it's checking for this inside of the easy visuals. It's going through rainbow and it's going to find rainbow in easy visuals module. And then right here for like this one, I'm checking the rarity Brainrot God, and I'm going through rainbow, and then mythic is Firestroke. So what I mean by this, you guys, is in remote and easy visuals presets, these are all the presets that were made. So like if you wanted to make like, I don't know, so let's just say like you want to make a different mutation or something. So like, you know, you go, I don't even know what you would call it. Let's go ice mutation or whatever. Then I would go through here and I'd put, okay, we see in presets, they have some already made. I'm going to go like ice stroke. So that's going to go through and check the preset and just go through there. So it's honestly like a simple way to do that. And then, yeah, so this what we're doing here is, so let's say your rarity is like a full name, like there's a space. So double check that, because like if it's just like OG, you could just do like, yeah, like you can literally just go comma OG equals, and then you do like something on the right. So like matrix, I want to do the matrix preset. Now I don't know what these are customized wise, but they're just like colors and stuff, but you can just mess around and see. But yeah, so you kind of get the point there. But if it's a space in your rarity name, so like this Brainrot God has a space in it, you need to do this with the quotation marks and the brackets. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, and going, I'll show you, I'll explain how that works. But like basically what we're doing, we have these few new functions like resetting tray icons, setting the rarity UI, mutation UI, you know, applying the effect, basically clearing the gradients, all that kind of stuff. Earnings and price. This is for the LuckyBlocks. But yeah, basically we're just like checking and we're cloning the UI and setting the rarity and all that kind of stuff. But we're doing it with what we did. So see if you can see right here, set mutation UI. So we're just like, I redid the whole script basically. So it's more, you know, it's better practices and stuff. But yeah, so now you don't even have to worry about typing if this equals that, if this equals that. You don't need to do that. It's just going through a table and looping through it. So we're good on that part. Okay, now with the things, I don't really know how to explain it. It's basically done for you. So I'm going to play the game and show you. But yeah, so we're like rolling from a box. We're doing the names, saving box time. So we do have a data store for this. And then like there's just all this kind of stuff. Creating, we do a rarity override I had to add. So we're just double checking if the box it's like a lucky block. Because if we get a lucky block and we wanted to make sure that it's giving us that specific rarity and not do anything else. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like this now. So it's a little different. Traits, events, functions, initialize queue, server lock, all that kind of stuff. So you don't have to worry about anything rather than just this right here, which is pretty nice. And then, yeah, this is just customization to your point. Sorry. Okay. I'm just going to hit play real quick. And yeah, you guys, so like I said, there's a few things. But okay, so as you can tell, like I was talking about, so secret, I have this secret. It's rainbow. Brainrot Gods, this is a mutation, and this is all like certain things. These are my characters that were made. Tigo, my helper, made this one. He's pretty cool, so you guys see his own custom one's pretty sick. But yeah, so mine are spawning right now, but as you can tell, rare, common, legendary. I know a lot of people have some like issues with like, oh, they're falling through the floor. I kind of talked about it in the last video, but you just have to make sure parts are not anchored inside of the kit. Like everything should be unanchored except the humanoid rear part. So that was something I want to talk about. But yeah, and then I just made it so my mythics and secrets and Brainrots spawn. But I'm gonna use the admin panel because we made it. So I'm gonna do all of them, honestly. Mutations, you can do that. So like I'm gonna do rainbow, and I'm gonna do no traits on this. I'm gonna just do one. So I'm gonna spawn a secret one. I'm gonna spawn a mythic one, and then I'm going to spawn a Brainrot God. Okay, so I think I have enough time for it. So as you can tell, so rainbow, there we go. We got our lucky secret one. Rainbow lucky block. I don't know if I have enough space. I definitely don't have enough space. Okay, and we have the Brainrot God. Let me just like go move one of these. You go. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm getting rid of you. There we go. Sorry. Sometimes it works, and like sometimes you have to be careful with it. That's why I want to rewrite the kit. But yeah, okay, we're going through it again. Blah blah blah. Come here, buddy. All right. So you see the label right here. It says 1 minute, okay? So just watch that real quick. So these are all saying 1 minute because they're not ready yet. So, but as you can tell, it says wait. You can't open it. The cell is a little different. I'm probably gonna have to fix that. But yeah, so there's no animations, but it still works. It still looks good. So that's all that matters. And I know there's just like little simple things though, like that can be added to this game. Like, you know, we have the way the like text and like the you know, there should be like animations and sounds and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so this is what they look like. And yeah, I'm fixing some issues with this up here. I know some people are having issues with like when you leave the game, it doesn't disappear. I don't think I added that, and that's why. But yeah, so this is what I mean, by the way, by the visual effects. Like this is the mythic one. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so I think the secret one is ready. All right, so if I hit open on this, it's going to do a little pass out animation, and then it's going to spawn it. Boom. And it's rainbow and it's secret, so it did it just correctly. Now, this one's ready too, so I will do the mythic one. And then it should be mythic, and it's rainbow. So yeah, so it's just doing that, going through here, and you should be good. I don't remember if I programmed it specifically where, like, you have to make sure that, like, there is a Brainrot God one. Like, these are grabbing the Brainrot God models. So I think you do have to double check, like, okay, from the, well, yeah, I can't even access it from the client, but I'll show you that in a second here. But yeah, so you kind of get the point here. We got all the kits. We have all of them. It has all your things. And yeah, I want to make a new video, though, talking about the UI, because the UI is just bad, and I'm going to redo it. Index, I mean, is okay, but, like, the rest of it, like, this stuff, I'm going to fix up. But yeah, so there you go. So now you have that, and then you're good to stop it. But, sorry, what I was trying to say is you got to make sure that in your server storage, under your things, like the Brainrot God, it was grabbing my cat, like this specific one, because I know that because it was purple. So you have to make sure that you do have, like, inside of here, you do have that certain kind of thing. So, like, yeah, when it comes to the LuckyBlocks, the reason Tigo wasn't even, like, a chance was because, like, and I noticed that was because I don't have him in any of these, in the Brainrot God specifically. So I would have to put him inside each one and, you know, go off that. So that's kind of why we have these folders. So there's customization for each one specifically. But yeah, you guys, so you're going to publish your game after that. Now, you're probably like, oh, I have 2 bases. Don't worry about that. It doesn't break your game if you have 2 bases. So just like, no worries about that. But yeah, so I'm going to probably make another video soon here. I hope you guys watch this video and kind of watch the whole way through maybe. It's a long video, but I just try to explain the best way I can. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.